Hello, my dear friends. Welcome back to my channel. I am really happy you are here with me today. Learn English with me. Slow down for a moment. This is your calm space to relax and learn English. No pressure, no rush, only gentle listening. Let the words flow softly into your mind. Now, listen, our beautiful story begins. There are moments in life when silence feels louder than noise. Moments when your body is tired, but your mind is even more tired. If you are here now, listening quietly, this moment is for you. Pause for a second. Take a slow breath in and gently breathe out. Good. Long ago, far from busy cities, there was a place where time moved slowly, not because people were lazy, but because they understood something important. They understood that life feels better when it is not rushed. This place was a small village, near a wide river. The river did not hurry. It flowed calmly. Day after day, night after night, people in the village often sat near the river, watching the water move. They believed the river could teach them how to live. In this village lived a woman named Alina. Alina was not very young. She was not very old. She had lived enough life to understand pain, and enough life to appreciate peace. Every morning, Alina walked slowly to the river. She never carried her phone. She never listened to music. She only listened to her footsteps and her breathing. If you are listening now, try this with her. Listen to your breath. Not fast, not forced, just natural. Alina used to say something softly to herself. She said, "Nothing is missing right now." Say it slowly with her. Nothing is missing right now. Good. Many people in the village came to Alina when their hearts felt heavy. They did not come for advice. They did not come for answers. They came because Alina listened. She listened without interrupting, without judging, without rushing to fix things. In today's world, this kind of listening is very rare. Pause here. One evening, as the sun touched the river, a young man arrived in the village. His shoulders were tense. His were restless. He said to Alina, "I feel like I am running all the time, but I am not reaching anywhere." Alina looked at the river. Then she looked at him. She said only one sentence. "You are allowed to slow down." Repeat it gently. "You are allowed to slow down." The young man felt something change inside him. Not suddenly, not loudly, just softly, like a knot loosening. That night, the village was very quiet. No loud music, no traffic sounds, only wind, water, and breath. Alina sat near her window. She thought about how many people are tired, not because they work too much, but because they rest too little. If this sentence feels true to you, stay with it. Pause, breathe. Days passed slowly. The young man stayed in the village. He learned something important. Rest is not wasting time. Rest is preparing the soul. Say it once, slowly. Rest is preparing the soul, and maybe this podcast is doing the same for you. Preparing your mind, softening your thoughts, letting English enter naturally, without pressure. You are not studying now. You are experiencing. That is the difference. If your eyes feel heavy, that is okay. If your mind drifts, that is okay. Just return gently to the sound of my voice. Stay with this gentle moment. Nothing is required from you. Just listening, just breathing. If a thought comes, let it pass like the river water. No holding, no pushing away. Good. The morning light entered the village quietly. Not suddenly, not brightly. It touched the river first, then the trees, then the small houses. Alina was already awake. She always woke up before the sun, not because of habit, but because silence felt deeper then. She wrapped a light shawl around her shoulders. stepped outside. The ground was cool. The air was fresh. She paused for a moment and placed her hand on her chest. She felt her heartbeat. Steady, if you like. Do the same now. Place one hand gently on your chest. Feel your breath. Feel your heart. You are here. The young man woke up a little later. For the first time in a long time, he had slept without worry. No racing thoughts, no tight chest. Just rest. He stepped outside and saw Alina walking toward the river. He followed her quietly. They did not speak. Some connections do not need words. They sat near the riverbank. The water moved calmly, never stopping, never rushing. Alina picked up a small stone and held it in her hand. She said softly, "Life is like this river." The young man listened. She continued, "If you fight it, you become tired. If you trust it, you learn to float." Pause here. Let those words stay with you. The young man asked a question that had lived inside him for years. How do I know if I am doing enough? Alina smiled gently. She did not answer immediately. She waited. Silence can be an answer too. Then she said, "Enough is not a number. Enough is a feeling." Say it slowly in your mind. Enough is a feeling. They sat there for a long time. The village slowly woke up. The door opened. A bird flew past. Someone laughed softly in the distance. Nothing felt urgent. And in that calm space, the young man realized something. He had been chasing a future that never arrived, while missing the present that was always here. If this feels familiar to you, you are not alone. Many people feel this way. Pause, breathe. Later that day, the young man helped in the village. Not for money, not for praise, just to be useful. He helped an old man fix a fence. He carried water for a family. He cleaned the riverbank. Each small action made his mind quieter. He noticed something important. When the body moves gently, the mind follows. Repeat this sentence slowly. When the body moves gently, the mind follows. That evening, as the sky softened into warm colors, the young man spoke again. "I am afraid," he said. Alina nodded. "Fear becomes lighter when it is spoken. I am afraid that if I slow down, I will fall behind." Alina looked at the sky. Then she said, "Behind whom?" The question stayed in the air. Behind whom? Pause with that question. There is no hurry to answer. That night, the village felt especially quiet. The young man lay on his bed, listening to distant water sounds. He thought about all the times he had rushed through life, believing speed was strength, but now he felt something new. He felt permission to rest, permission to choose peace, permission to learn slowly. If you need that permission to, take it now. No one needs to give it to you. You can give it to yourself. Days continued to pass. The young man stayed longer than planned. The village did not ask him to stay. It did not try to keep him. That was its beauty. Nothing held too tightly. Alina once said, "True peace never forces you." Remember this line. True peace never forces you. One afternoon, as they walked along the river, the young man said, "I think I understand now." Alina listened. He said, "I don't need to escape my life. I need to enter it more slowly." Alina smiled. That was enough. If you are listening now, and your eyes feel heavy, that is okay. If your thoughts are slowing, that is good. This is slow listening. This is gentle learning. English is entering your mind. Without effort, without fear. Just like the river. Let us pause together. Take a slow breath in. Hold for a moment, and breathe out gently. Very good. Stay here. There is nothing else you need to do. If your breathing is slow, that is perfect. If your mind feels quiet, that is even better. The next morning arrived gently. The young man noticed something new. Without an alarm, without tension, his body felt light. His thoughts felt fewer. He stepped outside and noticed small details he had always missed before. The sound of leaves moving, the smell of the river air, the warmth of the early light. Life had not changed, but the way he looked at it had. Pause here, let that idea settle. He met Alina near the river again. She was sitting quietly, watching the water. After a long silence, she spoke. Most people are tired because they are always becoming. Very few people allow themselves to simply be. Say this sentence slowly inside you. Simply be. The young man asked, "What happens when I leave this place?" Alina smiled softly. "You will leave the village," she said. "But the village does not have to leave you." He understood. Peace was not a location. It was a way of moving through life. That day, Alina told him a small story. Not a dramatic story. Not a sad one. A simple one. There was once a bird that flew very fast. It crossed many lands, many skies, but one day, it grew tired. It landed on a quiet branch and rested. And in that rest, it realized something. It had always been free. It just never stopped. To feel it, pause. Let the meaning arrive gently. The young man felt a deep calm. Not excitement, not happiness. Calm. That calm stayed with him, like a soft blanket. In the days that followed, he noticed how people in the village lived. They worked, but they rested. They spoke, but they listened. They planned, but they trusted. Nobody was perfect. Nobody pretended to be. Life felt honest there. One evening, the young man sat alone by the river. The sky was darkening slowly. He thought about his old life. The rushing, the pressure, the constant comparison. And for the first time, he did not judge himself. He simply understood. Understanding is softer than judgment. Repeat this sentence slowly. Understanding is softer than judgment. He decided something quietly. When he returned to his life, he would not try to change everything. He would change the speed. That was enough. The next morning, he prepared to leave. Alina walked with him. To the edge of the village they stood quietly. Finally, she spoke. "When life feels heavy," she said, "return to your breath. It has always been loyal to you. Breathe in slowly now and breathe out." "Yes," the young man thanked her. Not loudly, not emotionally, with presence. And then he walked away. Not fast, not slow. Just aware. If you are listening now, this moment is also a return. A return to yourself. You are not behind. You are not late. You are exactly where you need to be. Pause here. As time passed, the village remained. The river continued to flow. Alina continued her mornings. And somewhere far away, the young man carried the village inside him. Just like you can carry this calm into your own life, let us slow down again. Take one gentle breath in and release it softly. You may notice that the words feel familiar now. That is learning happening quietly, without effort, without pressure. This is slow listening. Remain here for a moment. Notice how your body feels now. Notice how your breath moves. Nothing needs to change. Time passed in a quiet way. The village did not notice time passing. And that was its secret. Days arrived, days left. No one chased them. Far from the village, the young man returned to his life. The streets were louder. The days were faster, but something inside him had shifted. He walked more slowly. He listened more deeply. People around him noticed. They asked, "Why do you seem different?" He smiled. He did not explain. Some changes do not need words. At night, he often remembered the river. When his mind felt heavy, he closed his eyes and imagined the water moving calmly. You can do that now. Imagine water flowing, smooth, steady, unhurried. Breathe. One evening, after a long day, the young man sat alone. His phone was silent. His room was quiet. He felt tired, but not exhausted. This was a new kind of tired. A peaceful tired. He understood something important. Rest is not the opposite of work. Rest is part of living. Repeat it slowly. Rest is a part of living. Meanwhile, back in the village, Elena continued her simple life. She walked, she listened, she rested. Sometimes travelers arrived, some stayed, some left. She welcomed them all. She never tried to keep anyone. Attachment creates weight. Care creates freedom. Pause here. One afternoon, a child came to Elena. The child asked, "Why do adults look so tired?" Elena smiled gently. She said, "Because they forget to play with time." The child laughed. Sometimes, wisdom arrives in simple words. If you are listening now, remember this. You do not have to fight time. You can walk beside it. Slowly the season changed. The river looked different in every season, but it was always the river. Just like you. You may change, your life may change, but something steady remains inside you. The young man, now months later, returned to the village, not because he needed to escape, but because he wanted gratitude. He walked to the river and sat quietly. Elena joined him. They did not speak. They did not need to. Presence was enough. After a long silence, Elena spoke softly. "Peace is not something you find once," she said. "It is something you choose again and again." Say this sentence slowly inside. Choose again and again. The young man nodded. He understood. Peace was a practice. Just like learning. Just like listening. If you feel sleepy now, that is okay. If your mind drifts, gently bring it back. The sound of my voice is here. Let us pause together. Breathe in slowly. Hold gently and release. Good. Stay with this last quiet moment. There is nowhere else to go. Nothing else to achieve. Just listening, just being. The river continued to move, as it always had, not faster, not slower, simply forward. Elena watched the water and felt grateful. Grateful not for big events, but for small understandings. She knew something now, deep in her bones. Life does not need to be solved. It needs to be lived gently. Let that sentence settle. The young man stood beside her. He felt complete, not because everything was perfect, but because he was present. That presence stayed with him long after he left the village again. It stayed in his breath, in his walk, in the way he listened to others, and it stayed in the way he spoke to himself. Kinder, slower, softer. If you are listening now, this calm belongs to you too. You earned it by staying, by listening, by allowing yourself to slow down. Remember this quietly. You do not need to hurry to become someone else. You are already enough. At this moment, pause, breathe. The river did not say goodbye. It never does. It simply continues. Just like learning, just like life. Slowly, gently. Slow down. You are not late. You are exactly where you need to be. Let English enter your mind gently, without pressure or fear. Learning feels easier when your heart is calm. Like a river, your progress is quiet but powerful. You don't have to rush to grow. Growth happens slowly. This is not just listening, this is dealing with English. Every soft word you hear is shaping your confidence. Rest your mind, let the language flow naturally. Slow listening today creates Strong confidence tomorrow. You are learning more than you realize even in silence. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for watching Slow English Listening Practice. Please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.